there's a series of events that are supposed to occur in a certain order, and we've already seen many of these things start and happen in the sequence that they're supposed to happen, which reinforces the theory that the rest of the things may fall in place and happen too. Prophecy, if you like. And if they do happen, and I'm an observer, I see Israel and Hezbollah fighting now, that to me is very significant. And to me, if that opens up, and nations of the earth basically turn against Israel, if you see Israel lose popularity, not just with its enemies, but even Europe, and even its ally, the United States, I'll tell you what, prophecy's coming true. If I told you today that USA or Britain was going to turn against Israel, you go, they're crazy. But that's what the Bible says is going to happen. So if it happens, it's going to substantiate that maybe the Bible's true. And one thing about the future of the Bible that's spoken of in there is it can prove itself through prophecy as being factual. And if it's true and it's factual, somebody's able to predict all the world events. I would say that's a supreme being, someone beyond human, someone that could create everything and manage it, probably greater than me. That's my theory. So these things happen, and guess what? All those nations are actually in place today. This scenario could play out. It is feasible. 200 years ago? No way. 2,000 years ago? No way. 20 years from now? Yeah, way. Possible. 5 years from now? I don't know. Because I'm not a prophet. So I don't know. These are some of the images that Hollywood's put this massive spaceship, almost like an awesome, beautiful city, descending from the sky over this mountain. Anybody recognize that movie? Richard Dreyfuss, I think. This is done a long time ago. This is before the internet. I can't say that. Yeah, you came before the internet. I'm trying to remember the name of the movie, though. I can't remember it. Close Encounters. Close Encounters. Great special effects. He borrowed the whole thing out of Revelation. This whole thing is just a complete, what's the word when you copy something that's not yours?
Counterfeit.
Plagiarizing. All right. That's a complete plagiarizing of Revelation. Chapter 21, 22. Fantastic. I go, hey, great, the guy reads the Bible. Didn't get it right, but anyways. Sold a lie. It's a counterfeit. It's a counterfeit because something like this is going to happen, but it's not going to be this spaceship. It's going to be something more like this. Something more like this. This is Revelation 21. It's going to come down. It's going to have these clouds below it. They look bright from above, but from below it's very ominous. A lot of lightning, a lot of darkness. Above, very bright. But you know what? That's not even an accurate depiction, because it's described in Revelation like a cube. I just like this one because it transitions from spaceship look to sort of like something else to a cube. In any event, when this occurs, you saw that map of the nations making war. Well, they're going to see this massive, whatever, spaceship or whatever it is, invasion from outer space. And they're going to turn their weaponry to make war. According to Revelation, it says, "These shall make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them, for he is Lord of lords and King of kings. And they that are with him are called and chosen faithful." Revelation chapter 7. So the nations will make war with the Lamb, because I tell you right now, the Lamb is in this cube. The Lamb is in the cube. And the cube is described in Revelation as a great city, an awesome city, phenomenal. And the dimensions of it are about 12,000 miles by 12,000 miles by 12,000 miles. Big. And something like that, if coming down the Earth's got to have, I mean, if it was like the moon, it would have huge gravitational pull. I don't know if it's got gravitational pull. But if it does, it wouldn't, you know, when you look at some of the other words in the Bible about the mountains dissolving, and earthquakes, and seas, you know, earth swinging to and fro like a drunkard, and like a woman in pregnancy with birth pangs, you know, well, maybe this has some effect on you. Maybe. I hope to see it. I hope to see it from the right place. You know, because I wouldn't want to see it from the bottom of an earthquake or whatever. Now, I don't know how the nations make war. But one, you know, if they thought it was a spaceship invading, if they were telling the public, hey, we're being invaded by aliens, they could shoot their nuclear missiles at it. They could do that. I don't know if they will, because it doesn't. I haven't seen anything in the Bible that says that. But let's suppose they did. Let's suppose they did. So I put a little explosion there, a nuclear missile there. But these walls are 216 feet thick. They're 144 cubits thick, which is cubic is the measurement of a man's forearm from his elbow to his fingertips. 144 cubits thick. So that a 216-foot wall made of something from outer space, from some other place, that can come through space, may be impervious to anything man can throw at it. I submit it is impervious to any weapon known to man, and would just reject it. So this is also, with a little further research, this is a place where all those people were disappeared to, that cloud, that sea of glass. Because the floor of this is actually a sea of glass. It's like gold mingled with fire. Find it in Revelation chapter 15, verse 2. And there's so many verses on this. It's a fascinating study.